Hey guys, welcome back to the Somnium Files. Let's carry on where we left off. We're entering the Somnium of Ota Matsushita. Iba, you okay there?
Can you please take me with you?
Shivering in a crate? What's going on?
As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
Well, I think that's a lot of people these days.
Sorry, we can't have pets.
Cold-hearted old man.
Excuse me, old man. I'll concede the cold-hearted part. When we found... Whoa, what the heck? Hang on, let's actually study this environment first.
Cold storage warehouse?
It appears to be, but what's with the music? It's like a white knight coming to save the day or something, right?
Seems to be.
Not a manga cafe? Or an otaku shop?
Well, I suppose this is a traumatic memory that's at the forefront of his mind, right?
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action dramas.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on OTA'S taste.
And I mean, she's an AI. She could watch like 10 TV shows at once. That would be pretty cool.
I see. By the way, are you smaller?
Then again, I'd have nothing to binge, and yes, it appears that way.
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
I'm gonna go with the latter, because the former is a bit too horrifying to think about.
Hey, that's...
It's the polar bear. Will we discover their identity in this Somnium? There goes
Iris
the soul.
is about to be...
Stop right there!
Oh, here we are.
The heavens call. The earth cries out. The crowds roar. All calling on me to strike back against evil.
It's me, Super Simp.
Hold on, Tessa. I will save you.
Here he comes.
Yeah!
Whoa. I mean, come on. We all fantasize about stuff like this, right? Being a hero in a crisis situation. I mean, I have. Those weird kind of fantasies I have as a teenager.
I will protect Tessa.
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
No, this is the abridged version, Date, I think.
This is OTA'S memory of it.
He somehow managed to brainwash himself to think it quite the spectacle.
It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
Bit.
Alright, let's help reproduce the memory.
Okay.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Yeah, let's settle it down a little bit. How many locks do we have? 1, 2, 3. The final boss, the polar bear himself. Oh no, Ota's the final boss at lock number 4. Relive Ota's memory sinking in the Swain. Reproduce the fiery battle between Ota and the polar bear. Save Iris, save the world. Of course, okay.
Curse you, polar bear. I will vanquish you. But if I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall.
Well,
Like this.
that will not do. What, you're picturing it happening?
Ah!
Is that because that's what really happened? I wonder. Well, at least
Damn it!
he's somewhat guiding us.
If I go in like that, I'll have nothing to show for it. All of it amounts to nothing. What will I do?
I can't recall the subject actually performing an act during a somnium, right? They've always been caged up like Mizuki was, or just out of the scene entirely.
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I think so.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
Well, it's okay. It's only temporary. Okay, there's the icy floor, ice cup machine, Iris, frozen forklift, and the other forklift. Okay, last we saw Mr. Matsushita. He was not happy to see us. It was a knife under his hospital sheets. And, well, it's quite concerning that that was there. The question is why, and why was he intent on hiding it? I suppose we start with the icy floor. This is the clue we've been given.
The ice on the floor is slick.
Like good old Ota is. Jump, lie down, slide, or punch. All of which take quite a bit of time. Can we escape that? I want to find at least
The
a
ice on the
timey before we commit to messing around with the icy floor. But the heated insulation door, maybe we can start there. Usually they have simple options, like open it or force it open.
The door.
Oh my gosh, everything takes so long. Probably because this entire room is so large. Maybe we need to stick with something small to begin with, but there isn't a lot. Maybe we don't have a choice. Maybe we just have to commit to the icy floor. Let's just quickly look, because every time we move, we're costing time, right? There's Iris herself.
Iris is on the platform.
Missing her eye. Okay, there we go. We can get a bit of time saved, especially these 1 second things. Throw ice at her?
This is an ice cold one.
Iba, you know how precarious the situation is?
Just throw it.
Yeah.
Plop.
No good, huh?
No.
I believe that Ota has to be the hero of this story.
True, and I don't see how throwing a tiny speck of ice is going to help.
Then he needs a little more motivation.
Oh, what kind of motivation are we talking about there, Date? Maybe the soul? Okay, charge forward, secure the route. We've got that.
Iris is on the platform.
Let me collect another timey if I could, please. Let's go for ears.
Tessa's catchphrase.
Yeah, if anything is gonna make her react, it's that.
All right. Ears!
Head said, head, A said.
Okay, well, someone reacted.
No, not you!
This will probably not help wake Iris.
No, but I need the timies, so that's fine. Alright, let's go to the ice. What are we doing here?
The ice on the floor.
We can try punching it. We'll go for the 1 second timey.
This is for Date!
Why is that for me?
Date! This is for Date!
What did the ice do to me?
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that you managed to get rid of it. Maybe I'm her motivation.
Those who don't fight won't survive. Ah!
There he goes. Ooh. What a tackle. Polar bear. No reaction whatsoever. Oh, we've got different routes. Okay, so this route splits off into 2 more, I'm guessing? Ice removed. Polar bear, what's your move? Will he attack? He's getting back up. I don't believe it. Uh-oh. It's a wrestling match.
Damn! He's too strong! It sucks, but this is war after all!
You're not supposed to wrestle bears.
Ah!
Oh no. Ota's on the ground. Get on your feet.
May the glory of victory be yours!
Don't tell me you're surrendering already.
It's over.
That was fast.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
The glory of victory. Shining light. Escort him to the red shelf or the green shelf. Okay, well, we've got something glowing over there. If I remember correctly, that's some sort of collectible. I got confused in Iris's palace. But can't seem to reach it unless I manage to climb on top of this thing. So we've got 3 plates. I'm guessing this is the green shelf. I don't see the red shelf anywhere. I'm guessing it might be that one over there, considering there's a plate there, but it's not glowing red. Let's try using this one.
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
Okay, well, we need to get rid of it, right? So, do we punch it again? Let's go for the 30 seconds, just in case, because that's 200 seconds. Not that it really matters, I've got 30 and 1. Not like a 1/10 or anything. Okay, so let's go for 30 seconds. Punch.
Hey, hey,
Probably not, because that will damage the glass,
are
right?
you upset?
I am not upset.
Hey, hey, are you upset?
It's ice.
I am not upset.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Hey,
I am not.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your job.
a plate attached to the shelf.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, Iba. Breathe on it. There we go. B.
B.
I would be happier about D.
You want the D, Date? Or are you just referencing your name?
I'm sure.
Goodness. You wanted to breathe on the D. Gross. Plate.
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
Let's keep it up. This time we'll go for the 1 second. Why not? I hope this does something. I mean, it looks to be, right?
C.
I see.
Right.
Okay. Maybe we should have gone straight for the A. Not that I could tell which one was which, seeing as I breathed on B
A plate
first.
attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
All right, 40 seconds. Breathe on it.
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening?
What happened? The lights on the shelf? No, there are no lights on the shelf. He just saw the A and got pumped.
Oh, that's bright.
There it is.
What is this?
Her logo. Here comes Polarzilla. The floral knife!
We're out of options!
Of course it's the floral knife! A very specific one at that.
Tessa!
What the is going on? What?
If this was another, I would have died already.
Yeah, I can imagine that's what happened in the other.
Next time, he will get me. That's just destiny.
Okay. Shown the letter A on Ota. I'm guessing that's what. Oh, on the shelf. There we go.
No! I will fight destiny and win!
So he says.
I'm the one who has to help him.
Yeah, well, the fact is, he did do it in real life.
We
We're
have
just
to
helping
make
him out here in the
hero of
dream.
Justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
Okay, but it looks like he's going against his mother. But we've seen how short his mother is. So what the heck is all that about? Unless there's two of her stacked on top of one another. Counterattack ignited, move the wooden box. There it is over there. Let's get moving. 200 seconds to go. Just over 3 minutes. What can we do with the wooden box?
A wooden box.
Investigate, push, or break. May need to break it. Let's try that. What is happening?
Even with my spinning Iba kick, I couldn't do it.
No shit, get a crowbar or something. What the heck is that? We're not doing capoeira on it?
The amazing Iba kick doesn't do it either.
Oh, what are we gonna do? Oh, whoa.
My tornado Iba skywing kick is not working. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know, the drop kick from the ground? That seems to be the pose you're doing right now.
Something other than a kick.
A wooden box.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
3 minutes. Push it towards him.
Push it over to Ota.
Too big. Ugh.
It doesn't move.
What's in it?
A small wooden box?
His ego? Did I just miss something there? Nope, just dots. That's fine.
A wooden box.
Last but not least, investigate it. 30 seconds.
Only a wooden box.
I see.
Either that or the Pandora's box from Mars.
Doubt it.
Ah, shit.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Damn it. Should have thought about using the forklift first. Space.
A forklift.
Push, pray. Sortie? Push it. Will this do
Here
anything?
we go!
That's not working either.
No good.
I meant to drive it.
Guess there's nothing we can do.
Cars are meant to be driven, right?
Yeah.
Ugh, son of a... Okay, we've got another 10-second time at least. Get to it.
A fork.
Sortie.
What? Sortie?
Yeah.
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed.
Hey, sidekicks are sometimes the better characters. Because they don't get all the focus put on them.
All systems green. Synchronization rate, 6%.
There we go. If I knew what sortie it meant, that probably would have been my first choice.
Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie!
There it goes. Whoa. Lightning speed. Maybe that's because we put it to 10
Hey,
seconds.
Forklift! Fork over that weapon now!
I like it, Ota. Man, we're in the 80s. Here we go. Started up the forklift. One lock to go. Can we do it in one go? We have to try.
I can't stand. I'm weak.
Oh, we brought it over to you for nothing.
Did he really help Iris like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
How the hell? Brave hero, disarm the foe. Hiya! We're coming with 85 seconds and counting. There's the oil drum. Ota.
Ota is still down.
Encourage, motivate, cheer, calm. Ooh, unfortunately, I don't know how long it'll take. Time to 40. And go for... I'm nervous about this. How there's no, like, time showing. Guaranteed at 40.
Ota will feel the worth of Iris's peace when he grasps it.
I figured cheer would be like, you know, ace it in her
The
catchphrase.
ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't run away now. I can't sacrifice Tessa. Awaken the soul!
Oh, here he comes. This is it. The wooden box. Charged at the bear.
There!
The floral knife. He recognizes it. And yet he got stabbed by it. He'd been caught by surprise. But if I remember correctly, that wasn't the knife he was holding in the hospital. Goodness me. Well, I can imagine him doing a double take as soon as he saw that knife. I don't blame him for a second. Lit the fighting spirit. 39 seconds to spare. Ota A acquired. Swain, my hero. Achievement unlocked. I had my suspicions that his mother may have been involved in terms of being the polar bear herself, considering we found that chocolate at the scene. Day 4, Monday, Jikai. And that
Sorry
floral
that I had
knife.
to get rough with you, kid.
But I have to wonder, what the heck? Surely that polar bear costume is a lot taller than her. It doesn't fit, right? Something's missing.
Seriously, dude? Come on.
So sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
And she loves being the bad cop, believe me. She's done some pretty bad things like shoot a congressman in the face.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Why are you all ganging up on me?
Whatever. Anyway, Ota, I have some things I want to ask you.
Answer them honestly and carefully.
I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
He's right, he wasn't beating around the bush, straight to accusing his mother.
What are you talking about?
Was she there?
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might not prove she was there,
Sorry, I'm just like blitzing through the combo, I just want to know what happened.
but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
He didn't see his mother per se, he just saw the floral knife. Here we go. What proves that Mayumi was at the scene? The chocolate.
Odoroki Man chocolate. This was discovered in the corner of the warehouse.
It had her fingerprints on it.
Mayumi Matsushita's fingerprints were found on the package.
It would be easy to quickly jump to the knife, but,
Mayumi purchased the chocolate yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
I mean, while it is rather unique,
The purchase was made at an 812 convenience store. The store was located approximately 100 yards from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
okay. Looking at the clue was an accident, but I think it might be a good idea to just review all of our clues here, so we can come to decisions later on, and review the evidence so
Okiura
far.
Fishery is a company owned by Mizuki's grandfather. However, the management team changed 17 years ago. It currently has no connections to the Okiura family.
That's right.
And allegedly, Mizuki's grandfather was raised by dolphins.
I don't see how that pertains to the case, but thank you, Aiba, for reminding me. Streaming equipment.
A video camera and laptop were discovered in the warehouse.
All purchased at pawn shops, so it'll be hard to trace to the new owners.
Either could have been left by the criminal, but determining the owner through purchase history will be difficult. No fingerprints were picked up either.
Funny that there were no fingerprints on the streaming equipment, but we've got fingerprints on the chocolate.
2 cars were parked in front of the warehouse. One was the van owned by the Matsushita family.
Driven by the kidnapper, holding Aset, or Iris, in the van.
OTA'S fingerprints were detected on the driver's seat and steering wheel. Iris's fingerprints were detected on the passenger seat.
They'd first taken this to go to the convenience store.
The other car was a station wagon.
Stolen by Ota from some clueless idiot who left the car running at 10:33 p.m.
Yesterday at 10:33
Sorry.
p.m., Ota stole this station wagon.
But why would you do that, you know?
It was parked at the Famisto along Koshu Highway.
Not only is it a security risk, you're just using unnecessary gas.
Ota explained his reasoning for stealing the car.
And, well, I concede that it was a pretty good reason.
He claims that while he was inside the Famisto, someone took off with the van, with Iris still inside. Ota decided to steal the station wagon parked nearby to give pursuit.
And he used his phone, which he had left in the van, to track the van using its GPS, which was pretty smart for a little guy. I keep forgetting he's like in his early 20s. It feels like he's 12.
Ota searched for the van in his stolen vehicle. Our investigation determined that Iris and the van were taken 1 minute before Ota stole the station wagon.
1 minute.
This puts the incident occurring at 10:32 p.m.
Quick to act, this guy. And the floral pattern kitchen knife.
The polar bear dropped the weapon in Ota's somnium. It was the floral pattern kitchen knife. On the handle were the words, "Mom, I love you always." Date. From this, we can conclude that the knife...
I know.
I will start with the chocolate, even though the knife is there. Let's see how this goes. I took it out of my pocket and showed him.
The Hodoroki man chocolate.
The same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Her fingerprints are on it, and only hers.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
Funny that they were on the package, but not the streaming equipment.
What?
How did she manage to type and get on Twitch using her polar bear hands, you know?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was.
I know, we didn't say that, but it looks pretty bad.
I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so were you.
And if she was at the scene, 1, how did she get there? And 2, what was she doing there if she wasn't the polar bear?
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought.
Face to bare face, okay? Let's be honest, there's a clear distinction there.
I could tell it wasn't my mom, even through the costume. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
That's also true, unless she was like hypnotized or she had suffered severe dementia that she didn't recognize her own son.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
Was she a hostage there too?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Ota, let's team up here. You don't have to be the antagonist of this situation.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
Obstruction of justice. I realize you saved Iris's life potentially at the cost of almost your own life, but we need to solve this crime, and if your mother's involved, we need to know. What is Ota hiding? The floral pattern kitchen knife.
The kitchen knife with a floral pattern.
And a unique saying engraved on the
Mom,
blade.
I love you always.
Oh,
It's
handle,
carved
sorry.
on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school.
See, look how short she is.
He knows how much I love flowery designs.
Unless there's like peepholes in the polar bear's chest. even then the arms would be too high to reach.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that?
I know everything.
The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
Is that why you were holding another knife in your hand? You were trying to cover it up?
I knew it.
You were going to say, this is the real knife that I found at the scene. I've kept it this whole time.
No, my mom didn't do it.
But you would have known that we would have found, like, you know, DNA evidence that there was no blood on that knife at all.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because it would place suspicion on your mother, which I could understand, but we'll come to the truth, okay?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused.
I know. It's scary.
And then she would have been brought in here and interrogated.
And we wouldn't be able to get much at all, actually, because of her deteriorating mental state.
I didn't want to put her through that. And Mom never liked Tessa.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe,
Motive.
just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa. And she gave them that kitchen knife.
Hired someone?
I don't know. I thought of it that way.
But you think your mother's involved.
Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it.
I understand.
Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Okay, I want to believe you, but you need to help me out here. You need to start telling the truth from now on. Otherwise, you're gonna make it very, very hard for me to side with you, Ota.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to like you, man. Come on. You're a decent bloke.
You
at
don't?
heart.
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris. Because her fingerprints weren't on the car steering wheel. I think. This alone isn't enough. I need more evidence. So we've got that. Do I show the chocolate as well, I guess? To show that there's fingerprints on the chocolate, but not on the steering wheel. From the parking lot of the Famisto while Iris
Interrogation.
was in the car.
Implicate Ota. Achievement unlocked. Oh, what does that mean? Am I saying that Ota's the criminal? Oh dear.
That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m.
Then again, how can we have both cars stolen at the same time?
1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier.
Right.
This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van.
It would have to have been 1 minute for her to cross back and...
And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
There's also the fact that there was a time where Ota wasn't tracking the van. And it's also possible that someone could have arrived at the warehouse without the use of a vehicle.
What?
Or they could have parked somewhere else, you know?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
That's as good as murdering her herself.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What?
And I don't want any surprises when I get there. Like a walk, or maybe even getting stabbed.
Hey, wait a minute.
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her.
Just gonna ask a few questions.
I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Date's very convinced.
Yes.
You won't arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone. Right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
That's nice of Date. Showing a bit of compassion. Guess we can't be that rogue cop. So obsessed with being this rogue cop. Monday, 10:11 p.m., Matsushita Diner. She's still in the same position?
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita.
I realized dinner service might be over. At least 5 years ago,
But
but...
I have some questions I need to ask you.
Exactly.
Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered
What did you remember?
about the warehouse.
Oh.
I did it.
You what now?
I did everything.
S- You... what? Well, shit, that was easy, but I wasn't expecting a confession. Day 5, Tuesday, Zugai. Police headquarters, Tuesday, 10:04 a.m. That came way
I
too
didn't
easy.
do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down.
Good on you.
How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
Interesting that we just let her sleep on it. Did we take her in or what? Oh no, she's forgotten.
I'll be honest. I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
Yeah. Who are you covering for? Your husband who's secretly alive this entire time?
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch. I took her to the warehouse and...
We're gonna need to ask her some questions. She's gonna need to provide us with a detail that only the police know.
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
Boss! We're supposed to let her spell the story out.
Yes.
And the polar bear costume?
We should have said something like, and the grizzly bear costume? And she'd be like, what? No, it was a polar bear costume. And
I
we're like, oh.
bought it through mail order.
Oh.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Did it come with stilts?
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
Boss, come on.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Oh, really? She would make a good actress.
Sounds about right.
Alright, Mayumi. Hang on. Gotta investigate the environment, make sure I don't miss anything. Mayumi looks tense. Well, let's get this show on the road. Why did you kidnap Iris?
My son is under that witch's spell.
You looked like you were under a spell that night.
Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him.
So you thought you'd slice her in half. That is one way to prevent that from happening. Why did you want to stream it online?
Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Really?
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
But...
Could you explain it to me?
Yeah.
Huh?
Online streaming.
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words.
Too complicated for us? I mean, you?
It's more like muscle memory.
Oh, of course. You know, just copy the stream key into OBS, plug the camera in, select the screens, create a Twitch account or wherever you wanted to stream it.
I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all.
Shit, she's got more luck than me sometimes. Gosh, I get bit rates wrong, for goodness sake. Where'd you get the camera and laptop?
I picked them out of the garbage.
Well, that's some pretty high-end garbage you found.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true, I planned the whole thing.
I love that, you know, it would be easy to just get a false confession, close the case, you know, get our stats up because she's confessed. And I wonder if some cops actually do this. They know something's a false confession, but they're like, shit, we're just not having any luck, guys. Let's just pull the plug on the operation. This false confession will do. Sign it. Get rid of it. Even though they know the perpetrator's still out there. I wonder if that really happens. I'm sure it does. Which is quite appalling. But I'm glad that Date isn't that rogue cop. Why did you take out her eye?
Because I just hated her so much.
Her left eye, to be specific. You hated her so much you took her eye.
Killing her wasn't enough.
I'm not buying it. Were you the one who stabbed Ota?
Well...
Did you? Stab your own son?
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
What kind of mother are you?
Yes! I stabbed him.
You want me to tell him that?
With the knife I brought from home.
So you remembered, or you knew that the knife used was the floral kitchen knife.
I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just...
It just slipped in between his ribcage. About the Cyclops killings.
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I feel like there's just a bunch of copycats around rather than one new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
You remember that much despite your diminished mental capacity.
That's right.
That's good. In a way.
Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you?
You are taking this country by storm by posing as the new Cyclops killer, Ms. Matsushita?
You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
Well, details on their killings, please. Why are you lying? We can go straight there. What was your motive?
Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works?
Yes, but why was he killed second? Sorry, not killed twice. I was about to say killed twice, but no. Why was he killed second?
He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil.
Jeez.
That's why I killed him.
She's really embracing her role as a villain. Why'd you kill Shoko?
Renju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
What?
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
It's not like he came to the crime scene. I mean, his car was nearby, right?
That doesn't matter.
Or a car owned by him.
The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
Is that a clue?
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
Yeah, I think Renju wrote her off.
You are really starting to aggravate me.
You're aggravating me for wasting the police's time.
I answered your questions, so there.
But you didn't give us proper answers. When and how did you kill her?
Well, I don't remember.
God, you don't remember a lot, do you?
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder.
And yet you remember certain things that, I admit were probably harder to remember than others.
I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular.
Right, but I think she's just using that lie to her, or not lie, that truth to her advantage by saying, well, I don't remember things at certain times. That doesn't mean she doesn't remember, you know, specific parts. We should ask if she's lying about not remembering how she killed Shoko.
There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
I understand, but it sucks that she could possibly use this illness to her advantage. Why are you lying?
I am not lying.
You didn't use a contraction. Obvious sign.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying.
I think perjury's the last of her, like, you know, cares in the world. If she's willing to confess to murder, you think she gives a shit about perjury?
I killed Shoko and Renju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer! I am!
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence.
What's got her spooked? Why does she need to confess to this murder?
The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right?
Strap her up.
Date, sync with her.
Okay. Goodness me. So soon after the previous one, we're already diving right back in. The Matsushita family will have no
Computer,
secrets
we're going
after
to
this
sync
day.
with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
What? Don't tell me the machine's broken.
What happened?
The sync machine isn't operating to capacity.
What? Why?
Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
What? What does that mean?
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
Oh, so we have technical difficulties during an important serial killer case.
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours. At least.
It's a very specific number.
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
Use a timey.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
I mean, we can just hold her, right? Hopefully no killings happen. Obviously not, because we know she's lying.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner.
Makes sense.
We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
Pewter, you got 8 hours. Good luck, have fun. I'll let Boss and Pewter know.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
You said 8.
Yeah, we'll see you in 4.
Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter. Always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
I know. What a guy. Always trying to exceed expectations. I know what you're up to, buddy. It's like saying that, you know, a 2-page essay, you're like, oh man, this is going to take a week to do, and then you deliver it in 3 days, and you're like, see, I am just so good, I exceeded expectations.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Damn, Pewter, remind us to give you a bonus later on. We won't put it in writing, though.
Hey! This is a hostile work environment!
Why are you still here, Pewter? Get fixing, now! Alright, unfettered access to Matsushita Diner. What are we going to find there?
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
That is the most obvious reason why she would be lying, and I'm inclined to believe that is the case.
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is
Ota?
only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
I mean, that we know of, right? Because we're assuming that her husband is deceased, and we've got a death record. Who is Mayumi covering for? Oh, I'm supposed to answer? Ota?
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris.
So she hasn't seen the killer at all, she's just assuming that Ota's the killer, based on the fact that he was at the scene?
Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
Including his own stabbing?
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
That can't be the case, because we've seen in an alternate timeline that he ends up getting sawed in half.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts.
Okay.
What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Can't be. I don't believe it.
Impossible.
Why?
Because he can't be the culprit, okay? Hang on, let me explore my car first. Alright, nothing new there. That's fine. Why can't Ota be the culprit? I mean, in yesterday's Somnium, we've got Ota and the polar bear, but then again, we can have strange things appearing in Somniums that might look like he's wrestling with himself and his own feelings for whether he should kill Iris or not. The van stolen at Famisto, and there's also the fact that the station wagon was also stolen. Iris had her eye taken out. I don't think that would excuse Ota. I mean, that wouldn't preclude him from being a suspect, right? So I'm gonna go with the van stolen at Famisto.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
Okay, but why would she go there? And why would Ota follow up, like, a few hours later and attempt to kill her using the ice cutting machine?
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
I mean, you could say that about a lot of things. You know, they just covered their fingers. Just because there's no fingerprints there. Okay, well, that's your argument then. I'm gonna go with Iris had her eye taken out.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
Why would she pull it out herself? Surely she'd need to be, like, sedated or something.
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
What, and then ordered him to cut her in half like some sort of magic trick that she was streaming live? You think this was some kind of publicity stunt? In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar
I
bear.
feel like Iba's going to be able to counter each one of our points, and we're going to be convinced that Ota may be the new Cyclops killer.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
Yeah, we know that much already. Damn. I don't understand. Hang on. Iba's sitting in the passenger seat. Usual.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
To what end? What were they going to accomplish out of this?
A performance?
Just, yeah, like is it like a publicity stunt? Like she was a victim of the new Cyclops killer, but she survived. And she'll get
Iris
a bunch of
drove
hits.
the Matsushida's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it.
So she somehow localized the anesthesia to her left eye and removed it. Just no problem. Easy.
Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it.
Where do you have this anesthesia from?
After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw.
Then he took off the costume, pulled the lever down, and disappeared out of frame again.
Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
I realized that.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
Stay away from Tessa!
I mean, I know that's a strange occurrence. It
Perhaps
also
Mayumi witnessed the entire event.
crossed my mind, but...
It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
I mean, Ota's pretty short himself, right? Let's have a look. And we did see that, you know, when we unmasked the polar bear in the alternate timeline, we saw that it was Ota's face underneath, and we didn't have to look down his throat to see it, right? So, where is Mr. Ota? Oops, that's Mayumi. We don't have a height, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We can close down that line. We've got Takeru Matsushita. Male, age 55, deceased, birthday February 15. Proficient, owner of Matsushita Diner, likes Mayumi. Ota Matsushita Diner dislikes customers who don't finish their food. Hobbies, fishing, shogi. Skills, backflips, throwing knives. Overview, Takeru is an ardent student of cooking and very particular about the ingredients he uses. Therefore, his diner attracted many customers but did not make a significant profit. Helping Mayumi was his first priority, decreasing his focus on the diner. I wonder how we got all that data. And we got the bodyguard, who's got his own thing as well. Name, secret. Secret bodyguard. Wow. 6, male, age unknown, birthday May 25. So we know his birthday, but we don't know his age. Profession, so his bodyguard. Likes boobs, erotic novels. Dislikes men, males, testosterone. Hobbies, swimsuit magazines. Skills, self-defense. He's one of So's many bodyguards. Even though they look alike, they are not clones. He could be a clone. He could be 47. They all wear face masks to hide their identity. Wait, what? That's a mask? Actual? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Sorry. Little diversion there. I was looking for a height, but alas, there are no measurements. So maybe Mayumi could be wearing the polar bear costume after all. Disregard my she was too short theory then. Why would they do that?
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
What, she suddenly had a guilty conscience pour over her?
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list.
That too.
That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory.
Thank you.
It is one of many possibilities.
That's what I was thinking. A lot of possibilities, and I just don't buy it.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Yeah. I mean, they don't strike me as psychopathic.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer.
I think it's killers at this point.
Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive.
You're saying anyone crazy enough to do those kinds of acts would be crazy enough to pull out their eye to avoid suspicion.
Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
We can't rule anything out.
Damn, a lot to ponder. Hopefully we get some answers at the diner.